Alright, good morning. What is up, everybody? It's been a while since I've been able to vlog. I'm still being a little quiet because our youngest, Ariana, is still sleeping. It's just before 7 a.m. on Sunday, so welcome to another vlog. Today, my wife and I are both off work. Yes, off work on a Sunday. I have to work on Wednesday, Thursday, so my days off changed this week, but it's going to be an exciting day. Right now, I have my keto coffee in my custom cup, 1 tablespoon of MCT oil, 1 tablespoon of Kerrygold butter, and a little bit of cinnamon. In a couple hours after this settles, I am going to go to the gym and get a leg workout in, so I will check in with you all at that time. Alright, y'all, workout is done. So, dang, that was tiring. Kind of changed it up as I went. The workout was feeling good. By the second exercise or so, I was really getting into it. So I know I had said I might do some push work, but it really turned into a hamstring glute pull focus with a little bit of high stance leg press, so a little bit of quads, but mostly for the glutes and hamstrings. And you know, I got a few back exercises in, like some chin-ups, some lat pull-downs, and other things. But so I'll have to tackle my push workout tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to get it in. But that workout was brutal. My knee was a little swollen, so I didn't take on leg day like I wanted to, but this was a good substitute for it. A lot of that pull, glute and hamstring focus, you know, allowed me to keep some pressure off my knee, which is good, considering my torn ACL situation. So one thing I didn't show you after, you'll notice a little bit of a difference. Got a little bit of a haircut. For anybody wondering, yes, I do it myself. It saves a bunch of money. So if you need a haircut, just let me know. I'll give it to you on the cheap. Anyways, we got to go home, get ready for Busch Gardens, and head out. So, you know, I got to eat in between there, probably at least my first meal of the day, and then have a little bit of dinner at Busch Gardens. I'll show you all what we're eating, the rides we're going on, and yeah, that'll be the day. So I'm gonna head home, eat some food, check in with you in a bit. What is up, everybody? So real quick, I have a few minutes while there's some peace and quiet in the house, and I wanted to you know, talk to you all about something I think a lot of people struggle with, and that is weight loss plateaus on the ketogenic diet. I think a lot of people come to this way of eating, this lifestyle, and think that it's all rainbows and roses and green grass, and you know, nothing could go wrong because they lose so much weight so quickly and feel so much better so quickly that you know, a lot of people, at least people I've talked to, feel like they're immune to plateaus and stalls, and you know, they're always going to reach their goal in the same steady rate that they've, you know, been progressing currently. But I'll tell you myself, even as a fairly lean person, when I came to the ketogenic diet 2 years ago, you know, in that first year, I made a lot of progress. And again, this was right after the initial injury of my right ACL. So I was a fairly sedentary person. And I was, you know, to some extent had, you know, six-pack for the most part, and was lean with not a lot of exercise, and at most just body weight exercise, push-ups, crunches, pull-ups, and, you know, some lightweight body weight lunges or whatever it might be once my knee started feeling a little bit better. So you know, I was lean. I still hit a plateau, and I noticed over the second half of 2018, I started putting some body fat back on, and towards the end of 2018, I decided to try a tactic called reverse dieting. I had done a little bit of research about it, and about metabolism, and realized that I think it was going to be a good solution for me. Now, it's hard mentally, right? Because you see progress eating, you know, until satiety in the ketogenic diet, and things are working well, and then you hit a plateau, so you cut your calories further, which, you know, further messes up your metabolism. I'll tell you briefly, and I learned this from Dr. Jason Fung. So if you're a fan of keto, intermittent fasting, controlling insulin, you should look him up, Dr. Jason Fung. He describes the metabolism as a negative feedback loop, right? So when you've been at a set weight for a certain amount of time, your body adapts to that, and its resting energy expenditure then changes to compensate for that body weight. So say you've been 200 pounds for a few years, that's where your body does whatever it can to stay at that weight. That's its comfort zone. That's where it likes to be. It has the right amount of stored energy to maintain 200 pounds. It also burns enough energy to keep your weight at 200 pounds. And yeah, you might fluctuate a pound or two here and there, but for the most part, that's how your metabolism will operate. So when you lose weight and hit this plateau and stay stagnant at now 180 pounds, your body adapts to that and wants to keep your body weight there and says, oh man, we're losing weight too quickly, or we've lost a lot of weight. What can we do to get back to our set point at 200 pounds, because that's where the body felt safe. So inevitably, you cut your calories and think you're going to be able to drop more weight, but your body then finds ways to hold on to even more of those calories, even in the absence of insulin or in the presence of low insulin, like a ketogenic diet does. So conversely, what I've noticed when I started reverse dieting is I upped my calories. I challenged myself to eat, and I wasn't eating a lot after being on keto for a year and a half. So I really challenged myself to get to about 2,500 calories or more a day keto. It was important for me to stay still 30 grams of carbs or under. That way my insulin levels were really controlled. So a lot of those additional calories came from just animal meats, whether it was chicken, red meat, pork, fish. That's really where my extra calories came from. No nuts, seeds, veggies, because that again was adding carbohydrates to my diet. So I reverse dieted for about 4, 6, maybe 8 weeks, and throw the holidays in there, a couple cheat meals here and there to get through the holidays. And I really notice now, and you can see my progress on Instagram. If you don't follow me, go follow me. I'll put a link in the description, or my handle in the description, and you can check it out on Instagram. But there's a before and after picture, what I look like before at the beginning of the year. I think it was the last day of December, so New Year's Eve or maybe New Year's Day, and my progress at this point. So I've made, thankfully, quite a bit of progress, and I attribute that to reverse dieting. I mean, it really works, and it works for me, and it helped me break through my plateau. And I think for a lot of people out there, again, who think keto is just going to help them lose weight and maintain that weight, that body weight for a long time, no matter what they eat, are a little mistaken, because I thought that too. The promise was great in the beginning, and it still is. And as a longevity lifestyle, I think this is our preferred way of eating. If you mix the ketogenic diet with a Paleolithic approach, so whole one ingredient foods, I think keto is the way to go long term. I really don't see any other diet that can compete with it. So it is a great long term solution. No matter what, though, your metabolism will adapt to its set point or new set point, or based on the energy it's being fed, it will adapt to that. So if you're constantly eating 1,200 calories a day, which a lot of times I was under, your body will slow down its energy expenditure in order to maintain the calories you're feeding it, because you're not giving it what it needs. So when I ramped up my calories to 2,500 or more, the dog's trying to get up here, I noticed that, hi Callie, that my body, I wasn't necessarily hungrier, but my body found a way to start burning extra energy that I was feeding it. Oh, Callie, that's enough. So, it worked for me, and I think it can work for a lot of people breaking through that plateau. When you all of a sudden overfeed your body, it will ramp up its energy expenditure to burn off all of that excess because it wants to stay at its set point. It wants to stay in its comfort zone. So, keep that in mind. If you hit a plateau, and I know this has been a bit rambling, and with the dog joining, it's been a little chaotic, but if you hit a plateau, I would seriously consider reverse dieting. It is a great way, and it's mentally a struggle because you have to convince yourself that eating 2,500 or 3,000, whatever that number is for you, calories a day is gonna, in the long run, beneficial. You have to remember your long-term goals. And again, you can check my progress on Instagram for proof that it works, at least for me. Again, stay active, up your calories to give your metabolism something different that it's looking for. Force it to burn off excess calories, and then that metabolism will stay high as you transition back into a normal amount of food. So if you're only eating 1 meal a day, eat 2. If you're eating 2 meals a day, maybe add a bulletproof coffee in the morning so you're not technically fasting, and then eat your 2 meals later in the afternoon. Switch it up a little bit. It'll keep your body guessing. It'll allow you to burn more fat, or at least that's my personal experience, and it works. So plateaus, reverse dieting, do some research, check it out, give it a shot, and again, give it a shot for at least a month. Let your body adapt to this excess of food, and I promise you, in the long run, it'll help you reach your goals. It'll reward you for trusting in the process. So with that said, it's about noon. I am gonna make some food, definitely not gonna eat that food. Cinnamon rolls for the kids and my wife, and some microwave sausage. So I will have probably some leftover chicken breast last night with some olive oil drizzled on it. Again, I don't want to make this too long, so that's my rant for reverse dieting, breaking through plateaus. Give it a try. I promise you will like it. It will do you favors in the long run. If you have any questions about it, let me know. So time to settle down, eat, and get ready for Busch Gardens with the family. See you there. Let the fun begin.
You were unable to board the train.
Okay, we're on the Sesame Street roller coaster, and we're gonna kill it. Let's go. Alright, y'all, so the day of Busch Gardens is over. We are back. Sorry about the last clip. Addison didn't end up wanting to be filmed while on the roller coaster. It was her first time, and she didn't want to be too scared on camera. So we're back from Busch Gardens. Kids are exhausted. My wife and I are exhausted. The only thing I had was a little bit of a lettuce Chipotle bowl on the way home. So I'm gonna go make something to eat because I'm still starving. All the walking today, the working out this morning, I'm hungry. So I'm gonna get another meal in, get some coffee made for the morning. And guys, I'm telling you, try that reverse dieting. It is a great tool to break through your plateau. So thanks for spending the day with us at Busch Gardens. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, give it a like, thumbs up, leave your comments, and I will catch you all in another vlog. Good night.